What I'm most happy with is that it lasted. It was a good idea. If you have a good idea and put it to work, 30 years later it's still healthy and working, you can be glad.
When I first became involved with Leadership Carlisle, it was housed as an initiative under the Chamber of Commerce. But the United Way Executive Director, Betts Clever, and different board members, community members around town were heavily involved with the Leadership Carlisle curriculum and providing the classes for the students.
John and I and Karen were in the right place at the right time.
It was a community that was ripe for building a leadership program because the nonprofit community, the corporate community, the chamber, the United Way, everybody was really backing this Leadership Carlisle initiative.
We were founded on the principle that the sole principle that the community would never run out of leaders willing to serve.
And Leadership Carlisle at that time was really one of the driving forces behind making sure that people in their town were equipped and prepared to really, look to the future and create a better, greater Carlisle area.
Having an organization whose mission is to develop future leaders and do it in such a way that it helps the community was just an organization that I knew I was excited about.
The word is out. This is a great program, and this is wonderful for your organization.
The benefits we receive for being a sponsor of Leadership Cumberland is that association with an organization that is delivering exactly the kind of stuff that we want to be associated with. Developing minds, getting people involved in the community.
We are so proud at UPMC Carlisle to have had a fellow in the program for the last 30 years because we have recognized the value of making this investment in our employees.
Orrstown Bank is a community bank, and as such, we don't always have all of the training resources that we would like to have. Leadership Cumberland has been that for us for many, many years. It's an opportunity when we've identified an employee with high potential that we can give them this opportunity to learn and grow. And it not only benefits them, it certainly benefits our company and the community.
It helps not only develop your skill sets and your talents, helps bring others in your organization along with you. And it does it in a way, it emphasizes, and this is right from our very founders, it emphasizes that those skill sets being utilized in the nonprofits in the county.
I like it when we get towards the end of a year and the fellows are naturally advocating for the fellowships that they're participating in. So they're talking about their missions, their events, and they're making these really great connections and really having profound impact on these nonprofit organizations.
The impact in the nonprofit sector from Leadership Cumberland is profound. It's difficult to find good quality new board members. You're always trying to bring new life into the board. And Leadership Cumberland brings a new crop of people to the table so that you can have those different voices, different perspectives, and just more talent that you've got to be able to pull upon.
I've been involved in the community in a number of different ways, and to see graduates come through the program, you can't help but to run into them, whether it's in a committee here or a board there. It gives, I think, probably everyone involved in leadership great pride to see how these people develop and help the community.
Leadership Cumberland prepares leaders for the community, and the recruitment of a diverse population of students then translates into better diversity on the local boards.
The Leadership Cumberland Fellows are folks that want to be engaged, and by bringing them onto your board, you're really just bringing on new advocates.
It's something that has been a constant in our program for the last 30 years that I think we're really proud of. And I think it's something that also really separates us from other community leadership programs, and we're really proud of that. So that's something I hope we continue to do in the future.
Today's Leadership Cumberland program has changed for the better, no question about it. They take the programs and the part of the program that worked so well in the past, and they've adapted. They've adapted to our current environment, which is a much more diverse environment.
The whole program evolves with the time. So I think it was something to be very, very proud of 4 or 5 years ago when I got involved, and it continues to be so.
I think the future is really bright for Leadership Cumberland. I mean, obviously we're celebrating 30 years, and that is thanks to a lot of people, and I'd like to see us at least go on for another 30 years.
In the future, I see Leadership Cumberland developing additional programs that would reach out to other age groups and perhaps other organizations.
There's plenty of stuff to be done. You know, there's still a lot of avenues that haven't been met or crossed.
I think as we look at Leadership Cumberland progressing and being vibrant over the next decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, I think that we will continue to adapt as a program. But the things that I think that'll be more important to our community, more important to the program, is taking a look at even a younger generation of leaders.
I think there's an opportunity to come alongside the nonprofits in an even greater way. I think we can not only help them find great board members, but I think there's more emphasis we can look on boardsmanship as a whole. How can we continue to educate and train current board members that are out there serving nonprofits? And what can we do to help our nonprofits even develop themselves?
This program helps companies to be able to have good quality leaders to be able to run our companies. So over the next 30 years, I think you play a powerful role in creating those leaders.
There's a lot of work to do to strengthen our communities, and the only way we're going to do that is if we have solid programs that can help people learn about where they live and how they can make an impact.